Hi guys, it's Stephanie, and the sun is going in and out of behind clouds right now, so the lighting's kind of like, "Wah." But welcome. I am 35 weeks this week, and I wanted to do an update for you guys and let you know what has been going on with my pregnancy. So last week I had an appointment with my doctor, but when I got there, they had switched me to see a midwife, which ordinarily I would not mind, but we are getting to the very end of my pregnancy, and I know that the midwife is not going to be doing my C-section, and I had a lot of C-section questions. So I was like highly disappointed to see the midwife because it was kind of like a waste of my time, I felt like. So they rescheduled me to see the doctor today, and so I thought I would do my update today. So I'm 35 weeks now, and when he measured my belly today, I was measuring a little bit bigger, like 37 weeks. And he is thinking that this baby is going to be bigger than my last two. My very first one was 6 pounds 2 ounces, and my second one, 10 years ago, was 7 pounds even. Now they both came about 3 weeks early. So if this one stays on trend, if it's 6 pounds, if he is 6 pounds now, then he is probably going to be bigger, obviously, when I have him. So maybe he'll be 8 pounds or 9 pounds. Who knows? 9 pounds. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I was glad that I was having a C-section because that's already been scheduled now, but it's been planned that I'm having a C-section. And if you've missed the reason why, it's just because my pelvic area is just not built to really deliver babies easily, and they kind of get stuck. And my son had shoulder dystocia where his shoulders got caught. So the doctor said that usually you make a bigger baby each time, so we had better just go ahead and plan to do a C-section this time. So that's the plan. And I also found out that he is breech right now, which is a surprise to me because last week the midwife said he was head down and he was not going to be turning anymore. And today the doctor said, oh no, he is head up. And I said, well, I know I have not felt him turn all the way around. I feel every single little move he makes, every single little hiccup. I know I have not felt him flip all the way around, but so I'm not really sure about the midwife I saw. Anyway, we won't name who that was. So he feels like the baby's about 6 pounds. He did check me today, and he said that I am 1 to 2 centimeters dilated, and but I'm not effaced any at all. So that was good news to me because I know that not a lot is happening, and I want to kind of keep him in there as long as I can so that his lungs will develop. That's my biggest concern for him, is since he's a boy, is his lung development, because I know that those develop last. So about my C-section, they have scheduled me to have a C-section when I'm 39 weeks, which will be Sunday, August 6th. And my doctor, however, does not think that I'm going to make it that long, just because of my history of having them, 3 weeks early, and he just doesn't think I'm going to make it. So we'll see. Who knows? This little boy may decide to just wait and come on August 6th, or he may decide to come earlier, and then they'll do the C-section whenever I go into labor naturally. So we will just find out what God has in store for us. My C-section questions for my doctor was about, I had a lot of questions about indigestion because I have horrible indigestion. It's just awful at night when I lay down. And so he said that they could give me something to help with that. And I also asked about throwing up because I had seen a lot of YouTube videos where girls were saying that they had thrown up during their C-section, and that kind of freaked me out because I don't do that. Like, I will avoid that at all costs. It's just like the worst thing in the world to me. And in 2 years, it will have been 30 years since I have thrown up. I was 12 years old the last time I threw up. So I just I'm just so nervous about that happening to me. So he said that he suggested these little nasal clips that have aromatherapy on them that really help with any nausea and operations. And so I've already ordered my pack, and we'll cross our fingers that that doesn't happen. Y'all say a prayer for me because I'm just super nervous about that part of it. Anyway, let's see, what else did I ask him about? Oh, guess what? He said that my arms were not going to be tied down, and I was so excited about that. I don't want my arms to be tied down, and I have seen a lot of videos and read a lot about C-sections, and the ones I had seen, most all of them, the women had their arms tied down, and I thought, oh my gosh, that just seems so not fun. So he's gonna do a spinal instead of doing an epidural, and he is, the way that this practice does epidurals at the hospital I'm going to, they do skin to skin C-sections. So that means that once the baby is delivered, they'll put the baby under the warmer to clean him off and check him out, check his lungs out, make sure everything is good, he's healthy, I'm healthy. And if everything checks out good, which takes about 7 minutes, he says, from the time that he's delivered, then they will bring him over and put him on my chest, and I can hold him there the whole rest of the time that they're doing the C-section. And I'm also getting my tubes tied. So, and that whole process takes about 50 minutes. So the whole rest of the time I get to have him like right here. And I am so excited about this because when I had my son 10 years ago, this was not something that anybody did. I mean, not around here anyway. So I am super excited about getting to do that with this baby, my last baby. So, and let's see, what else did I want to mention to you guys? I wrote it down here. I think that that's it. So I'm excited. I'm glad that I have a date kind of in my mind now to wrap my head around. And I'm excited to meet him, but I also don't want him to come too soon. So I want him to stay in there and get his lungs developed, and I hope that he doesn't have to go to the NICU. That's my biggest concern for him, is that is his lungs if I have him early, because I tend to do that. So we will see. Okay, guys. Well, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.